How's it going, folks? So I got a viewer request video here for y'all today. I'm going to be checking out the band Cabal with their cover of the classic song The Last Unicorn. Now, I'm familiar with this classic like animated film or what have you, but I'd actually never just sat down and listened to this song, the original. And so the viewer suggested I do so before this, so I did. It's nice, it's pleasant, kind of soft, and has a real 70s kind of folky rock kind of vibe to it. But it was cool, so I'm very curious to see what this cover is like. But as I said, there's a viewer request. This song was requested by this ranger right here. Thank you. Without further ado, let's check this out. Rangers, go.
When the last eagle flies over the last crumbling mountain, and the last lion roars at the last dusty fountain. When the last eagle flies over the last crumbling mountain, and the last lion roars at the last dusty fountain, in the shadow of the forest, thought she may be all at one. They would stare unbelieving at the last unicorn. When the first breath of winter through the flowers it's icing, and you look to the north, and the pale moon is rising, and it seems like all is dying, and we'll leave the world to
Wow, absolutely phenomenal cover. Phenomenal cover. I loved it. I mean, when I listened to the original, yeah, it's pleasant and all that. Maybe out of the context of like watching the movie or any of that, or having nostalgia for it, because I never watched that movie as a kid, or again, I know of it, of course, but never did. And so it was a pleasant song, has a nice, just kind of atmospheric, uplifting sort of vibe and stuff. But I was curious what a cover was going to be like, and I mean, they killed it. They absolutely killed it. Now, I know a lot of you who probably love the original and grew up with it, or whatnot, have a real soft spot for it. But for me, I mean, this cover was just a lot better than the original, at least for my taste. It brought like an added kind of energy to the song that it worked so well. The guitars and everything really brought a nice edge to the sound, and gave it a more driven sort of feel, and just made it more epic. And they just did such a really, really great job while doing that, while bringing an edge to the sound, the song, and all that. But they also, what's the word I'm looking for, stayed true in some aspects to the feel of the original, by having those moments where it kind of softens, and it's more akin to kind of the feel of the original song. They had that interspersed with the more driven, and it just was awesome. I mean, it really, really was, and it still almost had like a folky kind of vibe to it. Like you could see yourself almost in the middle of the forest, and singing this like around the campfire, and it just really had such a great feeling and an atmospheric quality. Again, they stayed so true to a lot of the elements of the original, while just ramping it up a bit without going like hog wild. So I really think they rode that fine line beautifully, of while paying tribute, but also spicing it up and making it their own. So really, really well done cover. The guitars were excellent. I love when it kind of kicked up a bit. It had a bit of a thrashy element. But again, it was done so tastefully that you never lose focus of the spirit of the original. It just makes it a bit more fun, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, the vocals were great. The backing vocals, like some of the harmonies, were really well done. I kind of love the drum, especially in those softer moments. It sounds like those like kind of orchestral sort of big drums, yeah, I mean, it just sounded so sick. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. And the melody of the original song is already so great. It just works so well in the context of doing it in this style. And yeah, I mean, just the vocals work so well, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. Just an incredibly well done cover that I loved it. And like I said, I mean, to me, it beats the original, just as far as my taste. And they just did an exquisite job. So yeah, really, really well done. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this song. And while I listened to the original, I was like, oh, that's nice. But this, like, if I just heard this song and like didn't know it was a cover or anything, I'd be like, man, this song is awesome. Like, it's so good. So yeah, really, really well done. Top notch cover. Loved it. Really, really did. So thank you so much to the Ranger for requesting this song. And let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of this cover here? Are you familiar with the original? How does this one stack up to you? Or if, like me, have you never heard of the original? Well, what do you think of this, especially if you didn't listen to the original beforehand? I'd be curious. But yeah, good stuff here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. Ranger out.